Hey YouTube, this is Katie on 1231, just checking in. Today is June 10th, 2011, and today marks 6 weeks and 2 days post-op lap band surgery. First off, I want to apologize to the ones who have been waiting for my video. I know there was a few of you, and for the ones who haven't noticed yet, I'm sorry that I haven't been keeping up with it. I kind of plateaued out. I had gained some weight and it had got me really down. You know, I just wasn't in the mood to make a video. I wasn't in the mood to talk about how sorry I was feeling for myself, basically. But I went to the doctor today, to Dr. Jesse's office, and they weighed me, and I weighed in at 313.5 pounds, which means from the last video I had a loss of 1 whole pound. So that's great. I mean, granted, it took me 2.5 weeks, but it was worth it. I was weighing myself at work once a week, and 2 weeks ago it was about twice a week. And it kept having me fluctuate between 314 and 318. And I wasn't happy, you know, I was just so bummed, you know. My hormones were crazy, and I found out today that's normal. Sometimes I feel like I'm really happy, and then other times I feel like I want to scream, and I want to rip Costa's face off, and I'm constantly apologizing because, you know, after about 10 minutes I realized that I'm being a total bitch, excuse me. But I was, you know, and I was informed that that's normal, you know, especially being a woman, you know, and being overweight, you know, my hormones were all out of whack. And I now see the good in losing weight, because I've become regular 2 months in a row. Sorry for the gentleman. And I guess it's a good thing, you know, since I want to have a baby by this time next year. You know, be pregnant, not have a baby, but be pregnant, hopefully this time next year. So that's getting my hopes up, you know, that I'm obviously doing the right thing. Today was my first fill. I guess I'd watched a couple videos of people who had gotten it done, and they said they could feel the liquid going through the tube, and I kind of got nervous, you know, like, is she gonna stick it, the port right, or is she gonna stick me, you know, am I gonna feel it, what's it going to feel like, you know, am I going to know what the restriction feels like when I swallow the water. Got in there, and Desi came in right away, and she said, lie back, let's get this going. I didn't even have a chance to ask a question. It was just bam, bam, bam. She stuck me, and she put in 4.5 cc's in my band, so I'm almost halfway full. I took a big gulp of water, probably about this much, you know, straight down. She said my face got beet red. I don't know, maybe because it was just such an onset, you know, just rush of, oh my god, to, okay, I'm fine. You know, because part of me was like, I was afraid it was going to come back up. You know, I didn't know what was going to happen. But what happened was I took the drink, and it was just like pressure, and then it just slid back down. And that's exactly what it felt like. If you can imagine, like, I don't know, like plumbing, you know, in a sink or something, and you pour a big bucket of water, it's going to take a second for it to go down, but that watching it in a sink go down is what it feels like. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that's the best way. I think so. But then she took a lot out. She had me do half, and I couldn't feel a thing. Nothing. And she says, all right, let's just relax. She says, you might have just been freaked out of the feeling. Probably. So, she put 4.5 cc's in my band. I gotta remember to write that down. And, yeah, so that was fun. And then I left there and I kind of felt it, you know. And I got kind of nervous, you know. But then I started to relax and I told myself, I'm not supposed to feel it, you know. At least that's what he said. But I felt something. But it could have been all in my head. So. When I was talking about the weight loss and the weight gain that I thought I had. You know, I was informed that I need to start watching my clothes more and not necessarily the scale. And I don't know. I see it in my clothes. I do. In my scrubs, I see it like no tomorrow. My coworkers are like, you need a new wardrobe at this point. My mom's going to take in my uniform as much as she can until, of course, I need new ones. So I got to get on top of that because they are getting kind of big. They got about, and some of them I got, you know, about 2 inches on both sides, or, you know, but my scrubs were a little bit bigger than me before, so, I mean, it could have been like a half an inch I lost. I haven't measured. I'm going to do measurements every 3 months. I figure that's substantial. But, I did wear my bathing suit a couple weeks ago, and the bottoms were falling off. I had like a tankini. And the bottoms were falling off. So Costa, my fiance, bought me a brand new bathing suit at Fashion Bug, and it was a size 26. And I am so happy. I mean, granted, it was a little tight, you know, in the stomach, but I mean, it fit perfect around the legs, around the top part of my bust. It was phenomenal. It was the best feeling to know that, you know, I'm 2 sizes smaller. You know, I was getting up to a 30, 32, and my underwear getting so much smaller. My bras, I don't have to wear. I used to have 3-inch, 4-inch extensions in my bras, so I wasn't wearing quote unquote old lady bras. From a box. I wanted those nice, young, sexy bras, so I had to get extenders for them. All in all, I've been feeling better, you know, especially today. I felt really good because I have had the opportunity to see the doctor and get checked up and have my first fill, so I know it's great. Today I've been all liquids. So that's been loads of fun. But tomorrow I do puree, and they say if I have a hard time transitioning from puree to solids, then I need to go back to liquids and start over again. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that everything runs smoothly. I need to remember to take little bites about this big, about the size of my pinky, the half of my pinky. So that's how big the bites I can take. And I gotta chew it and chew it and chew it. And I was informed that if you think it is too big of a bite, it probably is. If you have to think that it's too big of a bite, then it is. So I'm just having to instill that. I've been doing really good not drinking and eating at the same time. I'm pretty happy with that. I have been taking multivitamin. I just got this one today. It's a chewable vitamin versus a powder vitamin, and this is the vitamins that they give us there at Suncoast Bariatrics. And this was $22, but it's 120 tablets. But I'll tell you what, wow, that's a lot of vitamin. It's a lot of chewing. So we'll see. I've also been taking, per my decision, vitamin E for my scars. I did this when I was a little girl, when I was 7. My mom instilled in me to take vitamin E and to put vitamin E gels. They're soft gels. If you put vitamin E open it up, like prick it, and stick it on your scars, it will make them go away faster, and then they lighten up, and so that they're not as noticeable. I mean, granted, they're little scars, but I don't know. I just don't want a bunch of scars all over my stomach, you know? And I've also been taking biotin, which is great for your hair, your skin, and your nails. And the only reason I'm taking this is because I'm getting married. I'm taking photos of my hands. I want to have nice skin. You know, I want to have pretty hair. So, and I also remember watching a video of a gastric bypass patient who wasn't getting enough protein, and so they was trying to supplement protein shakes and protein powders and stuff like that. And they also took biotin to keep their hair strong, because if you don't eat enough protein, you will lose your hair. And it's not going to be the hair in the back of your head, it's going to be the hair in the front of your head. And I can't afford to do that. So that's why I've been taking it. And I've noticed a big difference, like in my nails. My nails grow a little bit faster, you know, they're a lot stronger. So it's working. Well, I think it is. It could be all in my head, but that's alright. I'm really happy right now, and I'm so glad I could make a video today. I want to thank everyone for supporting me and sticking with me, even though I can't stick with this video thing. But I promise I am going to make a solid effort in making videos. I can't promise that they'll always be on Wednesday. I may need to change my date, because Wednesdays do not seem to work out for me. Like, I might need to start doing them every Friday, but then it would always be a week and, you know, the week and 2 days. But that's okay. That's alright. So I may start switching my days to Fridays, because I think it would make things a lot easier because of my working schedule. So I want to thank everyone again. I hope everyone is having a great day, or had a great day, and has a great weekend. So talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.